First of all, I'm grateful to Nas for inviting me to this awesome event where I can meet so many beautiful souls. And today I'm going to narrate a short story which I had written for my blog, Metaphors of Life. And this particular short story I have written based on a meeting with my best friend in Kolkata way back in 2023. And she stays in USA and I stay over here. So it was a meeting almost after 6 years, more than you can say even. So I have written this short story in a light note, in a humoristic way. So because whenever we meet, it's not just like, it's always special, and whenever we talk, there is always naturally a laughter and humor comes in between our conversation. So this particular story is based on that meeting. Kolkata Diaries, a bag full of friendship, love, and books. It has been nearly 6 years, I reflected. Yes, almost 6 years, or maybe even more. The thought crossed my mind as a bus zipped past me. I pulled my feet back and waited for the traffic to clear, hoping for a chance to cross the street. The mall was on the other side. The cab driver had dropped me off on the opposite side of the road, as usually happens. Didi, Google Maps showed me this location only. बस रास्ताটা क्रस করলেই আপনি পৌঁছে যাবেন. That means once you cross the road, you will get to your destination. Prompt came the reply when I asked the driver to stop by the mall. After much ado with the driver, I burst into the vibrant atmosphere of the mall. My dearest friend Debolina, however, had yet to make her grand entrance. I lovingly call her Debo. I was waiting with a beating heart, eagerly scanning the bustling crowd, anticipating that moment when she would finally arrive and light up the place with her energy. And there she arrived, draped in a white kurta pajama, carrying a huge bag tightly secured in her hand. I wondered what was inside. I somehow managed to control my shameless curiosity and hugged her. My eyes were still fixated on her back. What followed was a heated and animated conversation between the two of us. We were hardly listening, barely pausing to breathe, and talking continuously. I think it's quite normal among us when we meet, especially after so many years.
Especially in books.
Yes. Oh, there was so much that needed to be said in such a short time, so much to share, and conflicts that had been put on hold for far too long. But who cared about the people around us? Not us, at least. Our laughter echoed throughout the mall, and we hardly noticed the passerby. I'm sure they thought we were half-wits or completely out of our minds. My friend Debo entered a shop filled with bags in every nook and corner. I followed her obediently like a sunflower following the sun. At that moment, I had completely forgotten about the large yellow bag she had brought with her. I want a bag with a chain, not like this one, she said to the shop salesman. I approached her and assessed the situation. The shop showcased bags from a foreign brand. None had chains except for a few that she didn't like. She window shopped a few more and then we left the place. This is also quite common. We were both hungry since it was lunchtime, so we headed to the food zone. While we waited for our food, I decided to check my phone. To my shock, I found 5 missed calls and 10 messages on my Google Drive. As I reviewed them, I realized there were some urgent changes that I needed to make right away. I was speechless. I had taken a holiday from work to spend a few days in Kolkata with my loved ones, and there she was, she means my boss, expecting me to work on the document. I chose to ignore it. Then we exchanged gifts we had meticulously chosen for each other and continued our secretive conversation. We had our tummy and soul full with delicious lip-smacking food. After a long time, both of us were having an authentic Bengali meal. Luchi, mangsho, pulao, cholar dal, mishti doi. Of what a delight it was. Since 35 out of 36 guns matches in our Kundali, our meetings are incomplete without books. So, turning our heads in the same direction, we entered the bookstore. And as is obvious, we got lost in the realm of bookland. Multiple titles swayed before my eyes. I couldn't choose. My sensory organs refused to function appropriately. And when I turned around to ask my dear Debo, she too was in a different zone altogether. She had already collected 11 Bengali titles to her credit and was on the way to collecting more. I don't get Bengali books at my place. How can I let go of this opportunity? She smirked and then carried on with her work dutifully. My phone beeped again and then again. Your boss is missing you. You must reply to her. They were muttered, giving me a look drier than toast. Our time was quietly ushering us toward goodbye. We went to the counter to pay our bills. Ma'am, do you need a carry bag? The shopkeeper asked. No, Debu replied. And there she opened her enormous yellow bag, big enough to smuggle a watermelon, and started stuffing her treasures, books, like a kid secretly stuffing pockets with toffees. So now you know what was that big yellow bag for. So here I end my story with a sweet little, you can say, a poem. Here arrives my bestie, dangling a sunflower-hued toad. There it sways and here it sways like a happy child on the go. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Relate to it so much. Yeah, it's a very common thing, but I just try to, though it was a very deep connection and it was not as humorous as it is, but I just made it humorous so that it doesn't sound boring. Like, thank you.